Hi children, Namaste to all. Welcome to biology class. Today we are going to discuss about tissue, organization of tissue. Now listen, our building is made up of bricks, like our body is made up of cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organisms. A group of cells to form tissue. A group of tissue to form organ. A group of organ to form organ system. Now, unicellular organism like protozoa, bacteria made up of single cell. And in multicellular organism like higher plants and higher animals made up of millions of cells grouped into organization of tissue. Now, let us see about the organization of tissue. And generally, the organization of tissue in the form of cell, tissue, organ system. Now, let us see about cell is a structural and functional unit of all living organisms. The tissue, define tissue or what is a tissue? A tissue, a group of cells positioned and designed to form a particular function is called tissue. And what is an organ? Organ is a structure and specialized to carry out specialized function is an organ. And then group of cells to form organ system. Okay, in plants, the root, the stem and leaves are organ. And group of cells like xylem and phloem are tissue. And similarly, in animals, for example, stomach is an organ and made up of that consists of epithelial cells and glandular cells. Okay, so that consists of epithelial cells and glandular cells. It is a very good example for animals. In this lesson, we will learn about a type of tissue in plants and animals. Type of tissue under plants and animals. Now let us see about plant tissue. The plant tissue basically classified into two: meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. What is called meristematic tissue? The meristematic tissue means the term meristus. Meristematic tissue, the term meristus is derived from the Greek word meristos, which means divisible, having a single cell division. What is the correct definition for meristematic tissue? It is capable of a group of immature cells that are capable of cell division. Now, the meristematic tissue, it is present in tip of root and stem and tip of leaf primordia and cord cambium and vascular cambium. The meristematic tissue, especially, it is a growing point at the present in the tip of the region in stem, root, leaf, cord cambium and vascular cambium. And let us see about next topics. Next topic, the characteristic features of meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue, it is an end tissue or end cell. So they are thin walled and it may be oval or rectangular shape. It's a polygonal shape or a rectangular shape. The cell may be oval, hexagonal shape or a rectangular shape, and they are thin walled with a dense cytoplasm. They thin walled and dense cytoplasm, and they have small nucleus and with small vacuoles, and it's made up of parenchymatous cells. Generally, these are called parenchymatous cells. Now, and they undergo mitotic cell division. So these are features of meristematic tissue. Now let us see about type of meristers. Types of meristem. And based on the position of meristem can be classified into three types: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem, and lateral meristem, lateral meristem. First, apical meristem. First, apical meristem. The apical meristem, they are found at the apex or growing part of the stem, root or leaf. So, and increase or bring about increasing the length of the plant, and bring about or increasing the length of the plant. Now let us see about the second one, intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristem means this meristematic tissue present at the base of the node or internode. That purpose, that cause for elongation of internode. Now let us see about third one, lateral meristem. Third one, lateral meristem. They are arranged parallel and cause the length of the thickness of the plant body or widening of the plant body. So these are different type of meristems and based on the position of plant. So apical meristem, intercalary meristem, lateral meristem. Intercalary meristem for elongation of internode. Best example for this one, grass. Okay, wow. So these are three different type of meristem: apical, intercalary, and lateral meristems. What are the functions of meristem? The meristems are actively dividing tissue of the plant body that are responsible for the elongation. The primary function for elongation and the secondary function for thickness of the plant body. These are functions of the meristematic tissue. Now let us see about permanent tissue. So what are called permanent tissue? The permanent tissue are stopped either completely for the time being. That means meristematic tissue, the permanent tissue are two types basically. The permanent tissue is nothing but stop dividing tissue. Okay, stop dividing growth. So that is called a permanent tissue. The permanent tissue basically classified into two: simple tissue and complex tissue. Simple tissue and complex tissue. So what is called a simple tissue? The simple tissue is nothing but a homogeneous. They are composed of structurally, functionally unicellular cells. Okay, uniform unique cells. So these are structurally and functionally uniform or unique cells are called a simple tissue. The simple tissue basically classified into three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Simple tissue basically classified into parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Here, parenchyma are always living cell, collenchyma always living cell, and sclerenchyma dead tissue. Here, this is a dead tissue. Now, and let us see about next topics. Next topic: the characteristic features of meristematic tissue. Characteristic features of meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue, it is an end tissue or end cell. So they are thin